Audio Stories. The Little Shepherd and the Good Shepherd. In a small village, on top of a hill, lived a humble shepherd boy named David. David cared with love and dedication for his small flock of sheep, which grazed peacefully in the nearby green meadows. Every morning, before the sun rose, David rose early to guide his sheep to the coolest, safest pastures. With his staff in his hand and his faith in God in his heart, he ventured into the fields, protecting his flock from the dangers that lurked in the darkness of the night. One day, while David was tending his sheep, a sudden storm broke out over the hill. Thunder rumbled and lightning illuminated the dark sky. The sheep bleated in fear, and David knew he must find shelter to protect them. Bravely, David led his flock to a nearby cave, where they could take shelter from the storm. There, surrounded by rock walls, David knelt and offered a prayer to the Good Shepherd, asking for protection and safety for his sheep and for himself. While they waited for the storm to pass, David told the sheep the stories of faith and hope that he had learned from his grandfather. He told them about the Good Shepherd, who cared for his flock with love and sacrifice, and how he would always guide them along paths of justice and peace. Little by little, the storm subsided, and the sun began to shine through the scattered clouds. With gratitude in his heart, David led the sheep back to the pasture, where they could feed and rest in peace. Days passed, and David continued to care for his flock with diligence and devotion. Every night before going to bed, he prayed to the Good Shepherd, thanking him for his protection and asking him for wisdom and strength to face the challenges of the next day. One day, while he was shepherding his flock in the fields, David noticed that one of his sheep had strayed. With a worried heart, he left the other sheep in a safe place and ventured out in search of the lost sheep. After hours of searching, David finally found the sheep, trapped in a thick bush. With tenderness and care, he freed her and took her back to the flock, feeling joy in his heart knowing that none of his sheep had been lost. As night came, David knelt under the stars and thanked the Good Shepherd for guiding and protecting him in his work. He knew that, just as he cared for his sheep, the Good Shepherd cared for him and would always lead him along paths of justice and love. And so, on the hill, the humble shepherd boy David learned that, with faith and trust in the Good Shepherd, he would never be alone or lost. And while the stars shone in the night sky, he and his sheep slept peacefully, knowing that they were safe in the hands of the loving God who cared for them.